Drawja.
Hi. So today I do a lot of thinking, and I've been thinking about a lot of my different friendships that I have within the drag world, especially here in Southern California, where I'm from. And I have a very special friend that I know. I've known her for very many years. She is a huge force here in Southern California, drag scene, circuit, whatever you want to call it. I'm talking to Raven. What's up, Rave?
Hey girl, what's the tea?
Well, see, I want people to realize how long we've known each other and what our history together is. Yes, and you can tell all the tea.
I think, well, we've known each other, I want to say going on 13 years.
13 years.
I met you, the first time I met you was actually about a year pre-drag.
Really? When did you start?
I started in 2002.
Damn.
I know. And you started in what, 19?
18.
Yeah, that's right.
18.
I was going to say 17.
1892 is when I first started. You know, one of the things that always fascinates me about you is your paint, and it's become such a thing. Like, I think people have really copied it. This nose contour situation is so fabulous. I know my Matthew and Anderson and I have had conversations about it. How fucking brilliant is your paint job, girl? When did you start doing this look?
Well, you know what? I don't think I've still mastered my look, my drag look.
What would you say your look is? How'd you get that?
Kant. When I look at pictures, and I'm sure you can probably, I don't know if you can, but like when I look at pictures of myself from years ago, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah.
And so you go in with a little bit more of this and a little bit less of that. And so I think I'm constantly playing with it and constantly trying different things and different products, different ways I want, my nose to look. I haven't got a nose job, but if
Would you ever?
I would.
Don't you think it would change the whole thing though?
Yes, but I wouldn't go too drastic.
Oh, I don't know about that. Have you seen your lips lately, girl?
Girl, I need a refill.
What? What do you fill them up with?
Restylane.
Ooh.
I won't touch silicone. I'm scared.
Oh.
I've just seen too many people who get it, and it gets to a point where I'm like, that's a little too much. And and I still over pencil the hell out of my lips. But
yeah.
I want that. I don't want any features that look very much natural. I like to look like a woman from out of this world.
What world?
Planet 9, where Tammy Brown resides.
Damn.
It's crazy.
No, I love it. I've seen your look kind of progress over the years, and it's gotten so much better over the years, and you definitely have your own signature thing happening that I fucking love. So we're gonna talk about drag a little bit, because that's what we do, that's our job.
Yeah.
And do you love it?
I absolutely love it.
What do you love about it, girl?
My favorite part of getting ready is actually doing my makeup. And it takes me a while because
How long?
The makeup itself, about an hour and a half.
Really?
Is what I'll take. But I do this process and then it's go have a cigarette. I do this process, go have a cigarette. If I were to sit down and actually just do it, I could probably get it on in 45 minutes, but I don't like to rush. So I like to take my time. But shaving, there are certain aspects of drag that you absolutely don't like.
Yeah.
And then there are the parts that you do love. And of course being on stage, but there's also those people who ask you when you show up to do a gig and they're like, oh, can you do 3 numbers instead of 2? Yeah, I'm fine, that's cool. The work was done before I got here. I just have to put on a different costume.
Yeah.
But I feel, and the way I explained it to my parents when they found out what I was doing.
No, but your mom's a huge supporter. If you were an athletic, your mom would be an athletic supporter.
Yeah, she would.
She's rad. You're very lucky to have that in your life. That's pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's awesome.
Well, when I first started, of course, she was questioning, but I think now the way I explained it was pretend you're an artist that does paintings or sculptures or whatever, medium you decide to do, and you have it displayed in a gallery or a museum, and people are coming to see it or even buy it.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it. And my drag isn't, I guess you could say, very conventional, because there are times where I'll kind of do something a little crazy, but I'm not just trying to be some pretty girl.
Yeah.
That's like,
Well,
"Oh,
I
look
don't
at
think you
me."
can, so.
No, I can't. Bitch, I can.
It's virtually impossible for you to be a pretty girl. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. What have you been up to lately?
Let's see, I've been, of course, traveling,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've been working on a web series with Drawja.
Oh, yes, we are. Toot it or boot it.
Toot it. We're gonna toot this.
Yes.
I'm not trying to get into too many things, only
Yeah.
because it gets to a point where you just get exhausted.
Yeah, I feel you.
And the times at home I treasure and cherish.
Where do you live?
And I live in Riverside.
Damn, that's far.
Yes.
Smells like cows.
Actually, that's Mira Loma.
Oh, isn't that the same thing?
Close, but not.
No, Riverside. If people don't know what Riverside is, it's about 45 minutes to an hour outside of LA, and it's a quieter neighborhood, right?
It's quieter. It's
Yeah.
definitely a step up from where I grew up, which was Victorville.
Oh.
Yeah, that little town on your way to Vegas.
Damn.
But I love where I live, and so I'll have people from, when I'm in Orange County or when I'm in LA, and they'll be like, "Ew, Riverside," but
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I love where I live.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
shit. You should. Where's your favorite places to shop?
Indoor swap meets. for
Really?
real. I love indoor swap meets. You can get literally, if you can find the right indoor swap meet, you can walk in and get an entire drag look.
You know what? You're right. I've been to the Slauson swap meet. That's in the hood out here in LA. Mm-hmm. And this is when cornrows were really big. J-Lo was getting cornrows and stuff, and I wanted cornrows. So I was, by the advice of some friends, they said that I should go into the hood. So I went to Slauson swap meet. They had a little hair booth over there, and there was two girls. I don't know their names. I'm just gonna make some up. Noxzema and Tresemme. So they were both there, and I was like, yeah, I want to get my hair done. They're like, oh, it's $75. I was like, oh, steal, no worries, So I sat down, and they were all really lovely. And girl, when I tell you, Noxzema, her mama came over right while she was doing my hair, while she was braiding my hair back, and brought her baby girl, this little 2-year-old girl from daycare or wherever the fuck they were coming from. And she made me hold the baby while she was doing my hair. I had a black child on my lap while I was getting cornrows, my hair dipped in hot water, Vaseline all up on my scalp at the
And you were
swap
now
meet.
daycare.
Yes.
Did you get a discount?
I did not get a discount, but it was a very specific moment. It was very interesting. Why do I not know these things about you already? It's probably because we're too busy and we're just running around.
And whenever we see each other, we're just like, "Hey,
Wasted.
girl, freshen up your face. Let's go grab a shot and then hit the dance floor."
Right.
Yeah, I have, from my parents' very first marriage, I have a sister who was 14 months younger than myself, and then a brother who's 3 years younger.
14 months. That's a year and 2 months. Okay.
Yeah.
I should know my math better because I'm Asian, but okay. Go on.
Part Asian. Mm-hmm. Then my mom remarried and had 2 more boys, and my stepdad had 8 kids.
Damn.
6 girls and 2 boys. Yeah.
What are they, Mormons?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're from a Mormon family?
Yes, girl. Wow. I used to live in Provo, Utah, right outside of Salt Lake City.
No shit.
I left when I was 12, though.
So obviously you're not a Mormon anymore.
I'm still considered a member, and in fact,
How so, girl? You're a cross-dresser.
well,
They don't know yet?
they haven't. They know. I had missionaries come to my house to try and invite me to the singles ward, and I told them basically they wouldn't, they weren't getting the hint, like I'm not interested. So I finally I yelled at them, like I'm gay, and they kind of got a little. They started tripping over their words, and they realized, okay, we got to go. But I'm still considered a member, which is so odd to me because
That is weird.
I haven't been. I've gone a couple times when I've had my brothers get home from their mission.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That means your brothers are hot and they ride 10 speeds.
Yeah.
Oh.
And wear helmets with white shirts tied.
Aww. You do makeup too, right? We both worked. That's one of the things that we have in common is actually we both worked for MAC at one point in our lives.
Yeah.
That's a lot of queens actually started out at MAC.
That I think makeup is what got me into doing drag.
Exactly. I didn't really want to do makeup as much as I wanted to own the makeup to put on myself.
Yeah.
Right?
And you want to put it on yourself because you know where it goes. You know that if, you know, you're breathing, you're not going to smell your own funky breath. You don't have to worry about some bitch complaining that I don't want, not too dark, not too smoky, not too this, not too that. So I started doing it on myself. And I think that's why I got into drag. I wanted to do drag one time.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Career.
Yeah.
I mean, how fucking crazy is it that drag is an actual, like, a legit career? I mean, it's almost a whole new industry, you know, of like, we have like managers and there's different products and services that make our jobs easier, you know.
But
like
it's
people,
taken forever.
Yeah.
We were I know up until about a few years ago, we were the ones who, when you go into the clubs, the straight people would look at you like you were a freak, and then the gay people would look at you like you were a freak.
Oh, right.
And it's like, oh, you know, or you would, you know, meet the guy who you talk to, and then their friend would be like, oh, he's a drag queen. And they'd be like, bye. Yeah. So now it's a little more acceptable. I think people are seeing that it's not, you know, so much a way of life for most of us. It's our art form. It's something we do for fun.
Which is a way of life, you know, but it's not this you know, idea of us wanting to be women.
It's not like Tu Wong Fu. We're not traveling across the country full drags.
Well, Tu Wong Fu was not a realistic movie. I do appreciate it as an iconic movie, but whenever I saw that, even when I first saw Tu Wong Fu, I was like, I don't know. I don't live my life like this. Like, who are these people? Who are these drag queens? I'm sorry that they're, you know, that they're so not confident out of drag that they have to live this way. Is that what you thought?
I kind of thought that. But I too, after seeing that, is when I said, I want to try doing drag.
Oh, yeah. That and Priscilla. All about the same time, I think it started, right?
Yeah. And my boyfriend at the time, I said I wanted to do drag. He goes, over my dead body.
What?
Like, oh my gosh.
Is he dead now?
He was sitting front row at a show that I did a few years ago. He was front row, and he had tipped me. And I looked at him, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Do I know this person?
That's my high school boyfriend.
Oh, shit.
And so, like, of course I took the tip, and then I walk away, and then after the show, I walk up to him, and he looks at me, and I had scrubbed, and he's like, oh my gosh, David. And I was like, yeah. And then I told him,
You're like, no, it's Raven now.
Yeah.
How dare you address me as such? And then you hit him.
And he flipped out when he realized I was up there on stage, and he was tipping me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about that video? Can we talk about that video that you did, the Diamond song?
Oh, Feed Me Diamond.
Oh, that's so beautiful. How lucky are you to fucking do that thing? That's gorgeous.
You know what? That was, I guess you could say serendipitous. She was a fan of mine.
Wow.
And then I heard her song one day, and I went, oh my gosh, I love this. And I started to download her. And then I started performing her music. Someone tweeted her a video of me doing her song.
Oh my God.
She contacted my manager.
Yeah.
And then they flew me out to New York to do her release party. And then we ended up filming the video in like a couple hours.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love those moments so much. I think that's one of my favorite things about what we do now is that we get to do these cool collaborations with people and just get to meet like awesome people that we never thought we would get to meet, you know. That's awesome. Did you have fun doing it?
I had a fucking blast. And even with like Drag Race, with things like that, I think what I love doing. I love doing something that I know is going to live forever. I love doing something that's going to make you a little bit immortal.
Yes.
People are going to look at and, you know, music videos are forever. This, you know, Drag Race is forever. The things that we've done, that we've accomplished is forever. This drawing, if I take care of it, is forever.
Yeah. I'm going to put a flower in your hair just because I think you should have one.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's looking lovely.
But I think too with a lot of the music that I do is a lot of it's not like I'm doing an artist that is followed by millions of people.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to sort through their tweets and see that, oh, this bitch lives for me, I live for her, so.
Yes. Have you ever done a Nicki Minaj song?
Never.
Would you ever?
Never.
A few songs that I like from her, but for the most part, I'm like, wow, every fucking queen got to do Nicki Minaj.
There are 2 songs of hers that I do like, that I actually spent money on and downloaded on iTunes.
Okay, which
Yes.
ones?
What's the Your Love?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And then that Super Bass.
Oh, okay.
Those are the only two that I like. Everything else I think just sounds the same and it sounds like crap. But that's like with like Beyonce and Rihanna, like everyone just thinks that like I have to do the latest song that's on the radio. And
I'm guilty of it because I have to go to all these places in the middle of the U.S. where they may not know the music, but you know, I really should just go ahead and challenge people, which is what I try to do, and just do the weird song anyway.
well, and make them at the end of your performance go, who was that? And
Yeah.
then what are they doing? They're going and downloading that shit.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh, you know, I realize there's something to be said about everyone singing along with you, lip syncing.
Yeah.
I get it. That's great. But
Well, sometimes I need them to do that because I forget the lyrics myself, so I just kind of follow along with the audience.
well, that's when you just go, thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Oh my gosh, I appreciate that.
That's my shtick. That's what I do. Me and Jujubee know, we talk about this too, where, you know, that's the routine. You go and grab money.
Or you go, oh my gosh, I'm so drunk. Oh my gosh, I'm so fucked up when you don't have the words. Or you just turn your head and pretend like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. I love Raven. XO Drawja.
EXO, that's a Beyonce song.
Is it? And then let's put the date on here.
Isn't it?
2014.
I think it's actually the one that I like off the album.
So now you have a signed original. by
Yay!
me. There we have it. Thanks, Rafe. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for talking to me. Let's go get a drink.
And don't forget to subscribe to WOWPresents. Do you have a YouTube channel and want to be part of the WOW Presents network? Email us at youtube@worldofwonder.net.